Hello, welcome to the NSFW Cleveland podcast. My name is Chris Paul.
And I am John Armstrong.
I forgot the name of the show for a second.
Right?
I was like, wait, what is it called?
It's not safe for work. Not at all. Happy New Year, America. It is officially, what is this, January 3rd?
Yeah.
Nice. 2026. How's that?
There's two. I'm posting, this will be the second one in this week. I'll be posting two this week.
Sandbagging episodes.
We did. The holidays were busy work-wise.
Yeah. And I had a hellish sinus infection. Fucking sty on my eye that's finally going away. Just looking super beat up. I'm still got pressure and shit in here.
You looked rough at the show that we did a show last week.
Yeah. Well, thanks for telling me now. Fuck you, dude. Hey, man, I was going through it. But, you live to fight another day.
Yeah. The show was fun.
No.
The power went out. But everyone carried on, which was like, I think the crowd actually got more into it once we were overcoming adversity.
Well, yeah, and the comics did really good. I thought I was going to do better with some of the current event stuff, but it didn't catch the way I wanted to. My part was up front. I was hosting. But the comics who came up, it got better, but so the energy built. So it felt like because I felt bad, like I was like, oh shit, did I set a shitty tone? But everybody got like better and
well,
better.
Well, I ended up giving you the light, and you got mad at me. That's a black comic thing. Yes, you guys always get mad if the light lingers for too long.
Yeah.
I see the fucking light.
We don't like authority. Yeah. Even when it's something good, like you're doing comedy, and you're like, oh!
Yeah, it's not authority, but it was just a suggestion actually this time.
And sometimes too, because I don't even remember it really. So sometimes too, I just I'll just play off of any feedback.
15 to 20 minutes in.
I was?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
That's the only reason.
Oh,
and
no.
I wasn't even. I was just trying to.
It felt like between 5 and 10 because I'm like, is that enough?
No, it was good. It was a good 15 to 20.
It was in America. I was all stuffy.
It was a lot of like that's just true.
A lot of my usual biting critique. I just didn't have any good funny tags on it.
Yeah, I think the crowd was mostly like, yeah. It wasn't like they weren't laughing. They were just like, yeah, he's right. He's fucking right.
Yeah.
This is how it starts in a beer hall.
All right, well, let's get to the big news. We're kind of pussyfooting around it. Will Smith is being sued for sexual harassment. Fucking 2026.
That's what we're dancing around. Yeah, you see what happened when Chris Rock gave him the light.
Man, keep my wife's name. And the best part about that, too, is like Jada Pinkett came out. She's like, well, I was actually surprised he said that because we've been separated for 7 years. It just further Will Smith in the other room.
Sold him out even more. What happened, man? Will Smith was, Will Smith
he was
for
in
a long time. Everybody loves Will Smith.
He was in the shit too long, man. I am working on a theory. I probably have brought this up because my thoughts loop. But you know how like solitary confinement, you can literally torture somebody to death just by not having stimulus. Like we're social creatures, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think it happens on the other end with super rich people and famous people. When you're isolated from most normal society for like a long amount of time, that's why all of these people are sociopaths.
I mean,
like even the good ones, you know what I mean?
He's been rich and famous since he was like 15, 16 years old.
Yeah. So like to have that for that long, and he was he's a human, so he's I'm sure he's done shit, but for the most part to go that long without any big blemishes. I mean, his biggest blemish is he's probably secretly either bi or gay, you know what I mean, and he's been like keeping that under wraps. but he hasn't had anything like super big happen. So when his relationship blew up and then he just went crazy and smacked Chris Rock, and then his problem is he hasn't really addressed that because he's still been in character. That's why all these attempts for him to be like, hey, remember me? I'm Will Smith.
He's not. He's still trying to come back as like 80s Will Smith instead of.
But yeah, that's my theory.
If he would have evolved musically, maybe.
Yeah. He had just been isolated so too long. So even in the best of conditions, even if you're not outwardly trying to be a nefarious person, I just think when you're just isolated, it just does something to your brain, man. And you see that.
Did he do? So I new thing aside, because I think this one's a little debatable.
This latest.
Yeah.
Well, I do remember hearing.
But other than that situation, let's remove that from the thing. Will Smith over the last 10 years or whatever. What has he done? Like, his wife's the one that cheated. It's not like he didn't do it. Why is he?
Why did he become the pariah?
Yeah, why is he the pariah and not her? Which, I mean, usually you're asking the opposite question, right? Like, why is it the woman that's
some of this is algorithm, because if you go into black manosphere-esque like places, there's so much fuck Jada Pinkett Smith stuff that it's that she's the bad one.
Oh yeah, she's pretty reviled too.
Right. So
but why is it that he's supposed to be so embarrassed?
But the other thing of it too is men are projecting our shit into Will Smith because of the simp thing. It's a very secondhand embarrassment sickness, and so guys were like, ugh, because just seeing how this relationship has gone, and from what people say, they have an open relationship, and Will has been doing his shit, and she hinted to that on the red table talk, like, hey, you have your stuff too. I think Will got mad because she got sloppy with it. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, I got my shit too, but you know, my side pieces ain't running around out here until now. He's being sued for sexual harassment, allegedly. But yeah, I think that's where a lot of the Chris Rock. I love Chris Rock. Like his early specials, they were just cultural game changers. Like Bring the Pain was a shit. I will never forget that shit. So and just as a host, and then as for Will Smith to go up there and smack the fuck out of him, and then
well, that by the time that happened, he was so humiliated by all the shaming of him.
Yeah.
For simping.
Yeah.
That was his.
Well, yeah, it bubbled over.
Assert himself and show what a tough guy he really is, and it just was like it was way more embarrassing for him than Chris Rock.
Well, and when they play the whole thing, I'm sure you've seen it. Like when Chris Rock says the G.I. Jane joke, and then everyone's laughing, and then Will's laughing, and then he turns to Jada, and she's mad, and then he like that, and that was part of the anger against Will too. It was like you were laughing at the joke until you saw this woman who said she wasn't with you, who's been embarrassing you, but all that, the amount of emotions that just bubbled up at that point, and he just.
I think if I were him, I would be just as mad at like that she like the frustration was probably against her, and he took it out on Chris
of course, yeah. Sorry, we're having this conversation 4 years later.
Because in that moment, don't you think he's got to be thinking like, oh, this is on fucking camera, and now I look like an asshole again if I don't do anything here. Yeah, and now he's got to go smack Chris Rock of all people.
Yeah, because some people brought up, like, anybody else that wouldn't have happened. If that was a white dude up there, he wouldn't have did that.
You don't think so?
No. You
don't think he would have slapped Ricky Gervais?
No.
I'm trying to think of a very slappable white guy.
That was close though. That was close.
Russell Brand.
That was close. No, because Russell's got the closest I could see would be
Russell's
Ricky Gervais.
The kind of guy that would slap him back. Like they would be fighting.
And he's a slippery, slimy kind of You know, he'd like.
Yeah.
He's such a douchey president.
He'd be over there raping Jada by the time Will slapping him.
And on top of that, they both have such like torrid sexual past that there's probably so much blackmail on each other. It's like, oh, you're really gonna smack me after I just blah blah blah
fucked?
Yeah, dude. Like so, yeah. He you know you pick.
What about
You pick your you pick your
I
battles.
think more like a Jim Norton or something like a Wormy.
Yeah.
Or
all right, point made. Yes, okay, he could, but I'm just saying, more than likely it was.
But the Chris Rock of it definitely emboldened him. He knows the guy. He knows he's silly. He's not gonna want to fight him.
Yeah, you're bigger than him. Like, because that's what somebody else said. It was like, if that was The Rock, would you smack him? Like. You know what I mean? Like, it's so that shit made me. I can't believe we're litigating this 4 years later, but that shit made me so mad on so many levels because I've been bullied. I've been in situations around insecure men who feel like shit around their woman. I've been an insecure man who felt like, you know what I mean? I know how so many of those emotions felt, and on top of that, how they just kept playing it. Like, you can go on the internet now and see the smack. Like, there's so much violent shit that they take off that they won't show again, you know what I mean? But for him,
but that's still out there.
Yeah, man. I mean, and I know people make light of it, but think of anything else. Like, you can't show shit like that, you know what I mean? Because it's like, all right, you had your fun, you know what I mean? And Chris Rock, you know, he took it well. He said something about it on his special, you know what I mean? But for all intents and purposes, he took it well. He didn't sue him, you know what I mean? But I guess some guy Will Smith really liked is suing him now. So
well, that's why we're talking about it. We're talking Will Smith today.
Yeah, it came
because
full
and speaking of Will Smith, and the news, I want to apologize to Michael Bay because when he made that movie where Will Smith and Martin Lawrence and Henry Rollins invaded Cuba to get his sister back without congressional approval, I was like, that's fucking stupid. This would never happen. No one would ever just go into another country and just take people without any kind of
we've got laws, man.
approval other than Will Smith.
Yeah.
And Martin Lawrence and Henry Rollins.
That's it.
And yeah.
Thank God we live in 2026 where we've learned from the mistakes of the past and imperialism and just outright capitalistic douchebaggery and the bootlicking that it takes to sustain this system.
You know what was weird? I was writing up a thing when you walked in when you got here.
He was reading the Riot Act, America.
Yeah. For the 4 people that still follow me on anything. No, the weirdest part about it is it almost feels comforting and like in the idea that like, and this is just what the U.S. government has always been doing.
We're talking about Venezuela.
Like, this is Venezuela. This is the day.
I know this will be out next week, so God knows how much we've
if
we've nuked it by then.
Full scale World War III by the time this is out on Thursday.
Yeah.
But it's such classic American behavior that I woke up and saw it. I was almost like, okay. All right.
Okay, so you've been in toxic relationships. Have you ever had that shit where, like, you know, y'all have those knockdown, drag out fights, and then you're about to break up, or you do break up, but you know, a week or something, and then you get back together with them, and then it's shitty, but it's like,
yeah, and
it's like that.
6 weeks or months later, you find out about all the people they fucked when you were broken up for a week, and then you fight again.
Mm-hmm.
And
then you try to clean up your life, but then you bring that toxicity back, and there's a bit of comfort in that toxicness.
Yeah, that's pretty
America
much
with
how
all
it
our
works
wars.
With the American government and invading third world shitholes.
Yeah. I mean, gas prices are down. I didn't really notice because I haven't been driving much, but yeah. So yeah, look at that. Look at that, America. That could be what they run on.
There's no statute of limitations.
If we have an election.
There's no statute of limitations on being a whore.
Yeah. Well, actually, there is. There has to be because there's
legally.
Yeah. There has to be. Well, maybe not.
That was a relationship joke, but
yes, I was just trying to bring some logic to it. No, because I was thinking like on the other end of it, like for rape, that's how like so many people like Cosby, people were able to get off because after like 20, 25 years, like Catholic Church,
I feel like
and it's over.
That's different than finding out somebody cheated later.
Yeah, it is, admittedly so.
If you were married for 30 years, and you found out something happened 25 years ago, how mad are you? Are you as mad? Or you're like...
It depends on, like, if this person is still around, so it's not just my girl, but the other person who's like do I know him? It depends on, like, if it was, like, a quick bam bam, or if it... You know what I mean? I would be mad, but, like... You know what I mean? If
it turned out to be somebody that's been, like, you've been around the whole time.
Now, if after that she's been like super like great and she was like very apologetic and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
that's a long time. I can't even imagine a relationship that long, to be honest. 30 years.
Yeah. So I don't know. I am a very jealous person, so I would be mad. But I have matured to the point to where, and I've just cheated on women, so like I can't be a hypocrite. You know what I mean? But it's one of the things that's fucked up about cheating when women do it, because it's different. Is
the whole world finds out, then you have to slap Chris Rock to look like a man. Yeah. That's the problem. That's why.
No, but because like for better or worse, I mean, I know women hate hearing it, but I mean we're just horny. You know what I mean? Like when women cheat, there's something emotional going on with that.
There's a psychological.
Yeah, and there's just something gross about that.
Yeah. I've been working on a chunk of material. We've talked about this, but about how that's usually when I get laid, is when someone's got some emotional thing they gotta work through.
Yeah.
It's not on purpose.
You have an emotional support dick.
Yeah, I have fix your marriage dick.
It's got like one of those bodysuits that they put on dogs. I would just lead you around. Like.
When you're trying to decide if you're gonna work it out for the kids, I'm your guy.
Oh man, yeah, that ain't a good place to be in. I don't know. So yeah, America.
So Will Smith is getting sued. That's where we started at, and never really. I didn't read a lot. I read some of the comments because I'm a psycho, and I have a bad habit of reading comments and then going.
You like to pick at a scab.
And then going, "Shut up, you retard."
You like to pick at a wound, there, Chris. Yeah, you do.
I go straight to the comments.
That sore on the roof of your mouth,
just
and you're just tonguing it.
A moron or a bootlicker or something. Just makes me feel so good. It doesn't help. It doesn't do anything.
Well, I mean, the brain needs some form of catharsis. You know what I mean?
I think the one thing that keeps justifying it, that makes me like keep doing it, or is like that it's a dopamine addiction. But second to that is, I just feel like a lot of the things people say, they should get pushback on. Just even if it's just somebody call them an idiot in a comment section.
Because that's partly how we got here.
I just keep thinking like somebody has to tell this grandfather from Oklahoma that he's being a racist jerk, and I'm that guy today.
I mean, look at Stephen Miller. Like look at these people. This isn't Hulk Hogan.
Do you think that
like everyone
Stephen
around
Miller's in possibly though?
Well,
or that we create Stephen Millers, and
I mean, in a way, there's
arguing with these people and giving them ammunition to be like.
Well, supposedly he got his heart broke from some Hispanic woman back in the day, so that was his villain origin.
He heard that Eminem song about black girls.
Yeah, yeah. He was like, "Me too, buddy." But it was probably a convergence of so many things. I mean, yes, he's probably got a psychopathic tendency. However, he was raised by his shitty parents, and then you put shitty genetics in it too. I mean, he's not a good-looking dude. He's short, and he was balding at an early age. He had just an atom bomb of just becoming an evil
awful.
person. Yeah. Yeah,
just awful.
So he's lean. And so many people embrace the villainy. I mean, Trump they just lean into it.
Remember that dickhead in that Ghostbusters movie? That was the mayor's assistant. He's in a character actor. He's in a bunch of shit. He's always an asshole.
The original Ghostbusters.
Yeah. He's always some piece of shit, like administrator of something or other. He's like
are you talking about the dude who works for the EPA? Who's like, this guy has no dick. Yeah.
Stephen Miller's that guy, but like as a Jewish Nazi, it's weird, dude.
Yeah. Proximity to power, man.
He's so hateful, and he's like Jewish, and like
proximity to power. That's why there are so many women there. And all their whole campaign is just patriarchy and rape. They know that they fuck kids.
Oh yeah, you mean like the Pam Bondis and Caroline Leavitt's and just these women? Yeah, that's
Ghislaine Maxwell. Like these are all horrible people. And proximity to power. That's the only thing that they know. And
they look around and they go, "What do you mean I'm a bigot? I raped a kid with a woman last week."
Yeah.
We did it together. I don't hate women.
I can only come if I get fucked by a black guy. What do you mean? You know how many black dicks I've sucked? Like, there's so many people who do justify that shit through that, man. And in a way, in a sick way, maybe they're not in the cookie cutter way of us looking at it, but ultimately, through their actions, that's ultimately what you are.
Well, they think even if it's just their bloodline or 10 families or whatever it is, it's all a superiority thing.
Yeah.
It may not be a specific racism or a specific nationality.
Well, that's the beauty of fascism, because the circle always gets smaller, because you can make an all-white thing, and like you said, they'd still circle the wagons and be like, well, we're all white, but we're the Smiths, and we're the you know what I mean? And even in that family, it'd be the shitty brother, and the, you know what I mean? The circle just gets smaller and smaller with that type of mentality. Yeah. That's why these are fucking sociopathic fucking narcissists, because it's me. They don't give a fuck about nobody else.
It's certainly a visual thing, because when you look at different countries we ally with, or not we, but the people that currently in charge,
the peeps on the streets,
the regime aligns with. It's it's Russia. It's all the white-looking countries.
Oh, well, yeah.
That are European descent and shit like that.
Well, Europe is asleep at the wheel through all this fucking fuckery that's just going on. I think
no, I think they have all their the UK and shit.
Yeah.
They're having. They did Brexit and they had a whole.
Oh no,
they're mad as fucking. They hate immigrants over there, and
I know that. I'm saying as far as on the world stage, the imperialism shit that's going on, they're kind of well, I guess we don't have colonies anymore, so we don't really have anything to say about that. Although a lot of this shit that's going on, there's so many borders that are drawn up because of Britain. They did a lot of this conflict that's going on. I mean, Pakistan and India, fucking Iraq and Iran,
and America,
fucking Nigeria. All of these borders those were drawn up by the British Empire.
The U.S. is just an extension of the British Empire. I mean, we independently, but we're still just all these people are still. It's old white money that came here from Europe and shit. It's. whatever grain exporters and rich people were,
those
spice traders.
Puritan fucking. Yeah. Imagine being so stuck up. Fucking British people kick you out. That was a joke. Somebody had that joke. Some comedian did that joke because they did get the fuck out. They did the accent. Eddie Izzard maybe, I don't know, but yeah.
Colin Quinn.
Yeah.
Colin Quinn did a history of America.
I like his.
He did a couple of shows that were like history.
Yeah, he's really good at that.
One man shows.
You think you could go no mic on stage, just hands and energy?
Was it like a lapel mic? Probably.
Yeah, but it wasn't like I am.
No, I would hate it.
Chappelle.
I would hate it if I didn't have if I didn't have a mic stand to fiddle with.
Well, that's why it's more theater. You got to fill the room.
Yeah.
Dude, I used to love John Leguizamo's. That was the first like one man special I ever saw. Was it Freak? I forget the name.
I don't think I've seen it.
Super good. It got burned into my brain. He ended up doing another one like years later. It was almost as good, but not as good as the original.
He's only an actor in my mind.
Oh, he's a phenomenal talent, dude. Fucking Romeo and Juliet, thou art a villain.
I like him in City of the Dead, Land of the Dead.
I've never seen that.
It was probably the worst George Romero zombie movie.
Side character in John Wick. I
like the movie. I got a poster was signed by the guy that was one of the main zombies you see on the cover of the movie and shit like that. He's like a gas station attendant zombie.
Oh, speaking of movies, I went to see Avatar.
Did you
seen Avatar?
I have not seen the first one. I don't.
You don't look like
fly and fuck about Avatar.
Why you gotta put flying fuck in there? You like flying things. You like Superman. Don't hate.
I don't know. I just didn't get into. Is that Michael Bay?
Fuck you,
James Cameron.
Yes, Jesus
James
fucking
Cameron.
Christ, dude.
What?
Chris.
It's a bunch of white directors I mix up.
Don't do that, motherfucker. Fucking George Romero and all these fucking horror movie people. Fucking
yeah.
Rob Zombie and fucking who's the Cleveland guy? Fucking Nightmare on Elm Street.
Wes Craven.
Yeah. There you go. See.
I don't know.
Now they're individuals.
James Cameron.
That's when Chris's racism comes out when it comes to sci-fi shitty movies. He refuses to say, they're all the same to me.
The Transformers guy or the fucking.
They all look the same. They're stupid. They fucking stupid.
Transformers guy or the Navi. One of those fucking.
I saw Avatar. It was a good movie. It was long, and it was after a while, it's kind of like with Star Wars and even Marvel. After a while, like conflict, rising action, okay, and then we're beat down. No, wait, but we just okay, and to be continued. It's like and
what I feel like I saw too many breakdown videos about Avatar being like a weird like it's basically about imperialism and shit.
It's Fern Gully, yeah. They just Fern Gully the fuck out of it, yeah. Dances with wolves,
Yeah, all those kind of
white saviors.
Yeah.
All these white people are conquering your land. Now I'm not like them. I'm like you. And I'll lead your people because they're fucking stupid.
I sit in chairs backwards while we chat.
Oh my God, you youth pastor fucker. Oh my God.
I'm just going to spin my chair and my hat backwards while we have a talk.
I let kids drink caffeine. You want a little coffee? It's all right. Helps wake you up.
Hey, you can have a smoke. I won't tell.
Only American Spirits, though, because those are good cigarettes.
But listen, I'm going to need you to do some things.
Slow down. We're grooming. It's a marathon, not a sprint.
So Will Smith allegedly groomed a guy that's in his 30s.
I don't know if he groomed him. What?
That's what he alleged.
Oh, he used that word?
That he was grooming him and approached him about something, or tried something maybe. He was like sponsoring him or something, he says.
It has to hurt to be like handsome, rich, and powerful, and then to hit on somebody and call the police. Like, damn, I got a lawyer. I got all this. Like, I'm literally tall, dark, and handsome. Like,
I'm the Fresh Prince of
Bel-Air. Like, and they're like, ew, gross, police.
I'm gonna get my lawyer.
Oh, I gotta feel. Can you imagine that? You're like, I'm just trying to discreetly hook up, man. Why you gotta make so much noise?
I saw some arguments that it's a little wild for someone that's 30 years old to be like, they're trying to groom me. But
yeah, for what, the AARP? You're less than 10 years from middle age.
I read grooming some comments.
Back pain.
I read some comments,
and what did the algo say?
Some people made the argument that people do this to like seniors and shit. Like,
what do you mean?
They like. Grooming is basically just tricking someone into thinking you're friends, so you can rip them off or.
Oh,
fuck
yeah.
So there's that argument, which I think should be a different word, because grooming sounds like, I mean, that's like where kids are involved usually.
Yeah.
So I think it should be like just conning somebody. I mean, it's just lying. I don't know.
Cubans don't like that word. They don't even use that for Trump. Like, it's so funny, like, when so many people so blatantly lie, but they'll say like, well, you're misspeak. You misspoke.
Yeah, they won't say liar.
Yeah, it's so weird.
Because when you call a liar, that's when they get really like into you. What did you call me?
Well, it's like calling a racist,
yeah,
or a rapist. Like, yeah. I guess when it's something that definite and that absolute, there's no wiggling out of that. So to put that on somebody, especially if they're guilty of that, it's that whole rat in the corner thing. You're the racist. Yeah. Like, yeah, I don't rape people. You rape people.
Maybe there's just things.
I'll throw that baby off the boat that I made.
There's just things that are so awful to be guilty of that in society it's just like embedded in the human psyche.
No.
To be like, no.
So we come up with ways to massage a harsh truth. You know what I mean? Yeah. People suck. Speaking of suing, can I do more suing stuff? It's a lot more suing going on.
Well, what do you think? Do you think Will Smith is guilty of this? What happens here? What do you think it is?
Honestly, it could go either way, because I do remember this. I think it was Kevin Hart who said this, and I believe it was Will Smith who told him this, and because he was talking about, as Kevin Hart was ascending and starting to make all this money and stuff, and he was talking about like he gets sued, like Will Smith said he gets sued like at least 20 times a year, you know what I mean, and conservatively, like, and he was like, this is just a thing once you get into a certain tax bracket that people or just go ambulance chase off of you, you know what I mean? And
Jesus.
You just got to really be careful. So saying all that to say, this could be something like a shakedown, because that's the other thing. It's kind of like if you cheat on somebody and then that side shit doesn't go right, and then the side person screenshots you being all thirsty. It was one of these things to where it was a mutually beneficial relationship until it wasn't, but now I have damning evidence that makes you look shitty. You know what I mean? or any relationship, like how you can have back and forth with your significant other, and then you all just break up. But then once you break up, she's like, then he yelled at me and called me a bitch. And then you just get turned into this. It's like that was all water under the bridge that we apologize for.
Hundreds of C-word text out there.
Yeah. So it could probably be something like that, because I mean, I was joking about it earlier, but it does feel like shitty like that. I mean, I would imagine, I would hope at this stage in life that Will knows how to hook up discreetly with people, you know what I mean? So for this to happen, I
think it's insane to believe that he's gone this long without Not because people later in life get, found out for this kind of stuff.
Well, yeah, true that.
And I don't mean that. I just mean I find it hard to believe Will Smith has hid being kind of gay or bi for this long.
No, it's kind of an open secret in certain circles. You need a black algorithm, buddy. It's kind of yeah.
Is it, or is every black guy on black Twitter accused of being gay because he ate strawberries and whipped cream one time?
So it's double-edged sword shit, because this is the same shit.
Don't come at me.
This is the same shit that happened with Diddy, and people used to joke around with him being gay, and it was like, oh no, he's not. And then all this freak off stuff comes out, and and he's not gay, but he's bisexual. But you know how we force you guys into a corner. You're gay. So it's like there's homophobia there, but sometimes where there's smoke, there's fire. People had heard whispers about
every celebrity. I don't mean just in black Twitter. I mean every celebrity accused of being gay at some point.
Yeah.
I mean, from George Clooney, every actor that gets a lot of ass, I think.
Yeah.
A lot of ass. I don't know why I just said it like that. Actors
that they're getting a lot of asshole.
Anybody that fucks a lot.
Fucks booties.
Whatever. There's usually I mean the smoke is usually more.
Here's the thing too. The problem with this, and this is the problem with stereotypes, is stereotypes are rooted in some amount of truth. It's just that it's disproportionately blown up. But all the critiques that people give to Hollywood are kind of true. They're just you don't have to.
Well, yeah, it's definitely
Hollywood is run disproportionately by a bunch of Jewish people. It is disproportionately a lot of gay people. I don't know what the theater aspect of it or what.
I think it's the arts. It's anything that's artistic and shit attracts the more diversity of sexuality.
Well, and if you want to break it down socio-politically, those back in the day were some of the only jobs you could get if you were black or a woman or gay or Jewish.
Hyper feminine or something.
That was the only thing you could get. So through time, all of these groups of people being pushed into this area. You do have, certain.
It's also, I think it's because there's different ways to, you're in a small community somewhere, like a small town gay. They're gonna, that's effeminate, guy.
It's gotta be a country song.
Small town.
A small town.
There's a documentary called Small Town Gay from the 90s.
Really?
Yeah. And it's basically, it's just that, if you're a different kind of character, that's gonna be the guy that leans towards public speaking or acting or whatever it is. The people that are already different are usually the ones that go, I'm just reinforcing what we're saying about the arts and shit attracting.
Okay, yeah, for sure.
But
I was saying all that to say that's why, as much as when people go to Will Smith is gay or this actor is gay, it's no, that's not true. But I mean, it's a higher likelihood than not. So you know what I mean. So it's one of those things where you don't want to lean into something because it's stereotypical, but that. This is something that gets annoying that liberals do, is that whole I don't see anything, but you're blind to certain context clues. You know what I mean? I don't see race or color and blah, blah, blah. It's well, that's that, though. Some things are obvious, you know what I mean? Yeah. Now, that said, that don't mean you make blanket disparaging, thoughts on certain
Wait, are you saying it's really obvious that Will Smith is at least 30% gay?
Is that like being 30% pregnant? No, I don't think Will is gay. I do believe some of the rumors that he just was a swinger, and he's probably hooked up with guys before too, and that's another thing that I think money does, is it you're not confined to sexual rigidness, you know what I mean? If you sexuality is a spectrum, you know what I mean? So
when you've had opportunities to live out a lot of different fantasies and shit, it escalates. So there's that's definitely why there's also a disproportionate
money breaks down those barriers. I mean, first you fucking a couple girls at the same time, and then your dude's fucking this girl over here, and then you all are switching up, and you know what I mean, and after a while,
and then there's girls that like to see certain things, and you're fuck it, we're all here, and
then you're crossing swords in one girl's mouth and
crazy coke,
and after a while you're like, well.
There's also gay coke. There's coke that makes people gay.
Shut the fuck up. Is that next to the fried chicken that makes you talk black?
I don't know anything about that.
Damn, nigga, this chicken good enough. There will not be gratuitous N-bombs on this show. At least not from me.
Not for me. 100% of those are going to be yours.
Where were you at on this? Where were you at on the Will Smith thing? Do you think he was fucking with this dude? Do you think this dude is taking advantage of him?
I think if Will Smith tried to fuck a 30-something-year-old man, I don't give a shit, and I don't think he has any leverage to sue him.
Yeah.
I think that's fucking insane.
No. Well, okay, so I was about to say suing.
If he like tried to blackmail him or like you'll never work in this town, like if it was a thing like that.
Oh, Will Smith hoarding power over this guy.
Yeah, I think that's shitty. But I don't think that any cognizant 30-something-year-old would look at Will Smith and be like, he's got so much power over me in this situation.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you gonna do? You just tried to fuck me and nobody knows you're gay. And
no, Will. I don't want your big, beautiful dick massaging my prostate until I have a climax to which I've never felt. And then you hold me in your arms and tell me how much I'm loved. And we go on just romantic trysts all around the world. I don't want that, Will. Not from you. And I'm going to tell everybody. You don't give me $20 million. Okay, let me get this off. I'm telling you, there's more suing going on. Fucking Tyler Perry is being sued, and then I think he's got a second suit, and this is another guy who has been alleged to be like down low, but he claims he's not gay. But it's another guy who's come out and sued him. And it could be both things. It could be this guy is being a creep, or it could be a guy just has a down low lifestyle that he doesn't want to talk about. Somebody wants to take advantage. But somebody said that with him because these guys, these are grown men. They're not old, but they're like 30s or something like that. And it's like, okay.
Like you can't just fucking sue somebody for trying to fuck you just because they're rich.
Well, if that was, if that was true, probably every woman could sit back and hear this dynamic and be like, "Well, I should be rich then."
Yeah, I mean,
the amount of men that women could just sue.
This sounds like dudes just overreacting to like.
That's so funny. Like that's how hypersensitive.
Like, fuck you, I ain't gay lawsuits.
Right. This is a good thought experiment because this is like basically what women go through 24/7 and a man goes through it once. We're like, call the police. Like this is what women deal with on a daily basis.
Imagine.
Not that they should tolerate it, but
somebody comes back. He's like, I met Will Smith. And you're like, well, what happened?
Fucking like, nothing.
He tried to fuck me. And you're like, what do you mean? And he's like, he said I had a nice ass. I'm gonna sue him.
Wait, did he threaten you or hold you down?
No, but I ain't gay.
But did he know that?
It's fucking gay, man.
Did he know that? Well, you told me you dated a couple guys, though. I know this dude who, he doesn't present as gay, but then we were talking one time, and he was telling me about being at, gay bars and then going out with a guy and stuff. And I was like, oh, okay, well, whatever, And then, but you talked about dating women, too. But then, he'll I guess it's the same as I don't want to say the same, but as when black people talk about black people, but he'll talk about gay people in a disparaging way, you know what I mean? But as if he's not, but still, I don't know. It's really weird. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't like the gays. For more than an hour at a time. Can't stand them. No, I can see somebody being part of the community and being like,
not for me.
Yeah. I don't. I'm not out in that way that I want to go celebrate it and shit.
You're the pro black person who won't wear kente cloth. It's like I'm black, but I don't have to.
Yeah, I don't need.
I don't have to wear this.
You can keep the dashiki.
We're on the same team, but just
yeah. I'm happy with the flannel. You can have the dashiki to yourself.
Can they make a tie-dye flannel?
That's how I feel about the.
That's funny.
The alphabet mafia.
Oh man. Well, I guess too part of the pushback in groups, so-called marginalized groups, is human beings are individuals and people don't want to be that homogenistic. You know what I mean? People still want to have their own. But I guess it depends on how it manifests itself. Because many times it can manifest itself in anti-gayness or anti-blackness. It's like, are you not conforming to not conform, or are you like disparaging this group that you're a part of? You know what I mean?
My thing is like I don't even think about it really. Like it's so compartmentalized. It's like maybe a couple of times a year I even look in that box.
Is the most selfish gay lover you will ever meet. Jesus Christ. Just suck my dick and get the fuck out of my house. Have a fucking heart, man.
No.
No, I do get that though, like because
it's not a big enough part of my like daily life that I want to like go and throw out a flag or anything. But I'm also like very pro people being able to do that.
Yeah, I get it. Turkey's good on Thanksgiving, but we won't catch you with it in the summer. I get it.
I'm not gonna have a belt buckle on my hat the entire year.
I'll eat it in November. I'll even eat it the week after. Come to my face in the middle of spring with some turkey. Punch you in the goddamn jaw.
Will Smith and Tyler Perry both getting sued. Anybody else?
Dude, Drake and Aiden Ross are getting sued for... I told you this shit was going down. I keep giving you the update. So I guess they gamble for stake, and they gamble online, and stake is based out of Australia, and through anti-gambling, I don't know, gaming, whatever the fuck, I guess what they do in a lot of states here isn't legal, but the loophole that stake has is that the money you gamble with is like play money. You know what I mean? It's not real money. But what people are alleging in this lawsuit is that they're using the tips that they get to launder money, and somehow the bot streams. This bleeds into the music side of it. But either way,
tips involved in this scam.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, you gotta launder your money somehow. You know what I mean? Oh, and the other thing is they're marketing this to a younger crowd, because that's the other thing. And so I don't know how it works gaming in different states, but I do know that you can't advertise to kids, so that's part of it that's in this lawsuit. But what a lot of people are alleging, I have brought this up before on this podcast, is Drake, going back to the Kendrick Lamar beef, he was saying that Kendrick was using bots, and there was an argument going back and forth. But much like a lot of this MAGA shit, a lot of accusation is just admission. You know what I mean? And turns out projection. Yeah. And it's, as it turns out, Drake became he was the biggest streamed artist on Spotify, and all these people who are adjacent to him, they have been found to be using bots. And 21 Savage's album was projected to do high numbers, and then when people started looking at it, it was projected to do way less than that, and that's because I think people unbotted it. Young Thug, who was affiliated with Drake, he was caught while he was in jail talking about buying bots. So all this stuff was coming to a head, and people think that partly with Drake suing his label, that the powers that be are doing the old, Puff Daddy thing of, we've known you've been doing this forever, but you wanted to shake the bear, and now we're coming down on you.
Oh.
Was that a lot, America? So yeah,
do you think
people
that's
out here
why
getting sued.
The FBI went after P. Diddy when they did? Is he pissed them off?
So that's the rumor. The rumor with that is,
because I totally believe it. Like, I don't think anyone it's
what's going to happen to Trump if
everybody argues with such absolutes of like, well, Diddy's guilty. Yes, he's guilty, but a lot of people are guilty.
Yeah. It's yes and yes, and
they pick them based on certain criteria.
So the thing with Diddy, really quick synopsis. I believe it's DeLeon. It's this big umbrella company that owns most alcohols, and that's the way of the world. It's just a handful of companies in Blackwaters that own everything. So this big company, and then Puffy, he goes in, and Ciroc existed before him, but he acquires Ciroc. It was this brand that they couldn't sell, and then they attached it to Puffy because he's this mogul and nightlife and all this stuff. And Puffy blows it up, and it becomes very profitable. And then some auditing and just kind of snooping around and trying to elevate the brand even bigger, Puff found that DeLeon was promoting all these other spirit brands way more than they were promoting him, because it was like an urban brand, and it was something about it that that he actually proved it, and he ended up winning the lawsuit, and so they owed him all this money. Well, fast forward, supposedly Puffy had a what is the name of it? It was a clause in his contract, but it was a something about, what do you call it when you smear a company? But either way, anti whatever in his thing. And when it came out, that video with him beating Cassie and other things like that, that was one of the first strings that started to get pulled to where they started seeing his lifestyle and what he was doing. Now, what he did with Cassie was wrong, but he didn't go to trial for that. And when he was on trial, they were more so just trying to humiliate him. Like, the things he was doing was wrong. He's a tyrant and all this other shit. But the things materially that you're charging him for.
Yeah, like, he should be in jail, but he should be there with 100 other guys that are doing the same shit. So, all the way from him to fucking Epstein.
Right. And that's why I'm saying it's the same with Trump. Is all these people exist out here and do all this horrible shit, but it's until people don't need you anymore, they need to cut ties, or if they perceive that you cross them, that they will cut you off. And going back to the Drake thing, Drake has been making a lot of money for all these streaming programs, and Spotify knows that a lot of these people are being botted, but that brings more money into their company, so why are they going to...
And P. Diddy hanging himself in a New York jail cell didn't help with the setting the example they wanted to set.
He didn't hang himself.
I know, because they wanted to set an example, drag him through a whole, make him go to the whole trial.
Yeah.
And
humiliation ritual. Yeah. And they know that's a big deal.
And he's only gonna do like 10 years.
He's doing like 5 or less. He's doing 5 or less, and probably 4-some, 3-some at this point. He has the audacity too. He'll come out and put out an album about being in jail. Oh yeah, come on now. Everybody loves the story. But this is what continues to happen. These people, this shit with Epstein, all these people knew this shit was going on, but once it gets too many eyeballs on it, or if you punch above your weight class, people will expose you and be like, yeah, see, that's the one who did that. Even this shit with Venezuela, like, Trump's gonna die soon. I think a lot of the shit that they're doing is to push this shit through is because they know it's gonna probably be harder with advance.
Well, they're trying to establish rules they can point at when they have JD Vance do what they want.
Right. Just set a bunch of precedents.
Well, we have a history of a president. He was able to do this. Trump did this in 2017.
But also the other thing is, once Trump is dead and gone, they're going to do the same thing they did, like with the Weinstein or what they were like, oh yeah, there's a corruption over there, and it's gone.
They'll put it all on the Trump family, and
we're moving on.
And we'll all think we got through this.
And it's the same old puppeteers, just taking the oil from Venezuela, fucking polluting the groundwater. That's the other thing we got to do. We got to do some guerrilla warfare on all these data centers. They literally don't serve a purpose at all.
Hey, well, we were saying stuff before we started recording that you're referencing.
Go ahead, sue me. You can't get water from a stone. We must resist. Check me out on my Patreon.
The views and opinions of John Armstrong.
Pete Hexef jumps through the window himself. Motherfuckers! And he's got a beard.
He's fat. They wanted no more fat bearded guys in the army.
Yeah.
That's like their whole fan base.
It's amazing. It is also amazing, and this brings me back to my point that when you put people in isolation, it just makes them crazy. These people just live in a different type of isolation, but they lord themselves over everybody else. They think they're better. They have no decency.
It's very easy.
Did you see Mark Rubio all coked up doing that fucking interview or that press
Rubio's
conference?
had a lobotomy and been reprogrammed. He is a completely different guy since he's been working in this administration.
Well, I think, there's cognitive dissonance there. He's got, even though he was a piece of shit Republican as it was, he was already, some Hispanic sellout, deport all the Hispanics type of people. But, on top of that, just all the shit that he's capitulated to, and he was one of the main ones calling out Trump, how he was such a con man and all this other shit. Yeah. So it's like
there's a bunch of them.
So the look in the mirror.
Do you think it's like
that they have to
people?
do?
You think they're pod people? Do you think it's like an alien thing that's taken over all these people?
I really don't. I think
they're just fucking weasels.
I think it's a money and a power thing, and once you live in that area, you don't want to come back down here. That's why even rich people, when they fall off, you see them doing OnlyFans or they're doing these scams. Like, people will do anything to not live like
conspiracy. What I think is happening. What I really think it all comes down to, because every policy change, every idea Trump and the Republicans push is killing off poor people. And you know who votes for Democrats? Poor people. And
you know who votes for Republicans? Poor people.
But the numbers of
majority poor people. There's not enough rich people to elect these people.
There's enough rich people if you look at statistics of like when they go, oh, we're changing this law and repealing this healthcare thing, and it's like X amount of dollars. But when you look at like how many, like the statistics of like, well, when we enacted this Clean Water Act, it started saving like 400,000 lives a year. Yeah. When you look at shit like that, I think they're looking at stuff like that, those studies, and they're removing things that save the lives of the poorest people. I guess they're trying to do a Shawshank Redemption, removing the bricks from the wall slowly into the courtyard. Remember that? They're doing that, but with killing off as many poor people as they can.
And what's the end game?
To lower the population. JD Vance said it out loud. Like, between immigration and everything, he was like, well, less people in the country will be good for the economy. It's just common math. Like, he literally said that.
Well, I have heard him, and he was handpicked by Peter Thiel, and that's what he believes, and that's that whole ilk. That's what they believe. But
what would be crazy, full circle, if if they all took this idea from, if it was the Bill Burr bit, like from 15 or 20 years ago when he was like,
which one?
He did a whole hour about how he wishes the population would get down to like 10,000 people.
Oh,
he's like, we could all drive tanks and we'd have plenty of gas.
Yeah.
I think that's they
saw
eagles
that everywhere. They just shitted on my tank.
They saw that Bill Burr special, and Peter Thiel was like, you know what? I bet we could do this.
I wouldn't doubt it because like it's that when you get to the core of a lot of these people, because that's the problem. And I'm a big conspiracy theorist. But that's the problem with some conspiracy theories is they make these people more complicated than they actually are. You know what I mean? And more like maniacal. These are again just a bunch of vapid evil people who've had money and who live isolated and who don't know how it is to live. And once you have money, it's just all about the power. That's where all the kid fucking comes from. That's where all the torture of just poor people, because that's the only way to get off is just to lord over other people in some way. That's what rape is a power thing.
It's all that, but it's also they're people that they're dorks. Like they think of themselves as like very Machiavellian and shit like that. So the things they do, I think they do try to do elaborate like things as like, but that's like part of the the exhilaration.
Yeah, it was like when Hexef was talking in front of all the military high brass, and they're all just looking at him, and you can tell like Hexef like practiced in the mirror, and this was like his, and everybody's just like, you look like a dork, dude. Like, but he was, and when it was over, and he was just waiting for this like round of applause, and they were just there, and he's just like. Yeah.
For a little shit-stained weasel like Stephen Miller that thinks he's like superior to other people, coming up with some plan where he would be like, well, if you know this law saves X amount of black people's lives a year and we remove this law, then
and that's the thing of it too is I was gonna say deep down, not even deep down, he knows he's not superior. I mean, he has a mirror, dude.
He's seen Nosferatu.
I would bet the farm that the dick on that human being has never pleased another human being. It doesn't even please him. He probably jerks off sad.
Such a rat-faced fuck.
Yeah, dude. Like, the people who are so against gender reaffirming fucking therapy needed the most. Have you seen that old picture of Elon Musk when he's in front of the PayPal thing and Peter Thiel's over here? I forgot what comedian said it, but they say he looked like Nosferatu. but even like his jawlines and hands.
Stephen Miller does too. That's what I was just saying about him.
Well, I mean, these are literal basement dwellers.
The South Park drawing of him is very much like he answers the door at the White House. He's like Igor, like in Frankenstein's. Hello, yes.
Fucking Trump with his hair, like he used to get compared to like Don King. Like you're a ridiculous human being. Like I was reading it, like he's known to literally shit on himself. Like these are horrible, nasty. That's the other thing too is I wish human beings would get to this point. I will always profess I am a lefty. I am to the left of Bernie Sanders. I'm all about the socialism and all that shit. But we as people do have to get to a point to where we're not going to agree on a lot of stuff. But the problem is the ghouls have the money and then they set the social agenda. So then the rest of us start fighting over a lot of this trivial shit. We got to get on some just live and let live type shit, man. Like all right, but just as long as it doesn't fuck with anybody, you know what I mean? Just people just stop peeking over each other's fences looking to be mad at some shit. You know what I mean?
Quit suing Will Smith.
Man, and Tyler Perry. Keep suing Drake though, cuz fuck that dude. I think
I'm a Will Smith truther after this episode. I don't think he's gay at all. I don't think he tried to fuck that guy. I think Will Smith was.
Well, he doesn't have to be gay, but I think he's enjoyed a man's company.
I mean, maybe he's been to some orgies where some things have happened, but
he's Chris Paul gay. he's done some shit, but I mean, Come on.
Yeah, I don't think it's. I don't think he got creepy with this kid. I think this not a kid. He's a man. He's a grown man. Or maybe he did. But I don't think he should be able to sue him for being like, do you want to see Big Willie style?
Yeah. You groomed me. Yeah. And then I went and did some 35-year-old shit.
I think it plays too much into because this is another thing I kind of hate that happens right now is like there'll be some like 65-year-old celebrity that hooks up with somebody that's like 30, and everybody's like, oh, they're so disgusting. Oh, they're grooming them. Oh, and it's like, when are you a fucking adult?
Yeah.
I think it infantilizes.
When you're black, if you're 16, straight to jail.
Yeah, if you're
we're instantly adults.
If you're not on trial for something. Yeah. I just don't. I don't know.
Sixth grader was 5'10".
Because I do think like 21. I'm 40, almost 45. I would not. That would be gross. I would not want to. That's too young, but 30, like 28 to 30, like that's like a fully formed.
Dude, a 30-year-old woman for me is like an 18-year-old. Like that's like, wow, that's super young. And 18 is like, yeah. When you get into the 18, I
think like around 27. Once you've outlived Kurt Cobain and Jimi Hendrix, I think you're
old enough to
choke
on your own vomit. You're good enough for me.
I think you're old enough on your end to make decisions.
Well, yeah.
Now, I do think if you're like my age and you're like, ooh, I'm trying to find a 25-year-old, like, I think that's gross if that's the reason you're looking for that. But I think if it happens to be that's a different...
I've said it once. I've said it a million times. Yeah, it depends on just where your mind's at, because even if you're into young women or young-looking women, if you like that kind of young look, you can find plenty of 30 to 40-year-olds that look like that. So a lot of people who are into young people are really into the youth thing of it, the conquering of it,
I think that's gross.
Yeah.
When
they won't admit that, but that's what a lot of that is. Because like I said, if you like a woman that looks really young, like, you know, through the magic of lotion and other things, like, there are women who maintain their bodies well into their 30s who look really young, so you could still get that when you're
you could be gross legally
when you're shave your
There's
pussy.
Dwarves out there.
Look young for me. That's my thing. I don't know. I always say this, not even just from a moral standpoint. Young girls are just stupid, dude. Like, I don't like the speaking of Shawshank, the river of stupid you would have to crawl through just to get to that pussy. It's just like. They say dumb shit. They got dumb shit to do. And they go say so. Oh, I gotta go in my mom's house and laundry or like it's just nothing they say is like a place where you need to be.
30 is different now than it was when I was 30, 15 years ago. Well, I'm like now I think because the economy and shit, like, and the inflate everything else. It's like harder to expect somebody in their like late 20s into early 30s to be like out on their own and shit.
Oh,
but when I was that age, I think like you were like you had to be doing your own thing by then, away from your parents.
We've been having kind of a conversation on Black Twitter that black people we kick our kids out too early. So saying all that to say, even though a lot of people are moving back home and stuff, that is a phenomenon that's happened with middle class people, and that's one of those things that's hitting white America. We've been poor so long that we're still just out of the house. we're just poor out of the house. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that is a conversation that we're doing in black circles. Like, maybe we should uplift each other more and not have this thing where as soon as you're 18 you have to do it, because that's like a saying that happens with a lot of us, you know what I mean? But through that, it's kind of like that thing somebody was just talking about, the Harlem Renaissance and how that happened during the Great Depression, and how is this bad thing for the whole country, but this is when a lot of black art and all this stuff is thriving. And somebody pointed out, it's like, it's not that black people were thriving, it's just that we had always been in shit. So
right.
It's
like new poor. These people are new poor.
Yeah, so yeah. And on top of that, with white people being stepped down the peg, a lot of them started frequenting more black clubs and stuff, and that's when jazz was coming around too. It was just like now with rap. It was like, oh, what are them doing? What are they doing on the other side of town? Yeah. So that was some of the money that was trickling in to make the Harlem Renaissance happen.
We were very poor, and we're constantly living with other people, or like had other relatives living with us for a while. Yeah. Like it was always those kind of like people piling up situations, but yeah,
always symbiotic. Yeah, I mean we had that. A few of my aunts lived with me at some point in our life, and I remember living with my aunt for a little bit. But that was just for transition because my parents had moved and they were setting shit up just for me to move. So there was that. I think I don't know if a lot of that still happens. Maybe that was a product of like our time. I feel like it's still
probably even more so at this point. Because rent is outrageous. I think there's definitely a lot more like young people have roommates.
Yeah. Well, and that's the other thing, because people aren't having kids either.
And they're also avoiding like moving into relationships as much as people used to. Yeah. That used to be your way to split rent, was like move in with somebody right away.
Now it's just a dirty
poly house. And it also kept you in a shitty relationships, was splitting rent.
You get that place that neither one of you can afford on your own.
Yeah.
Is it love? Is it, or is it the rent?
I mean, it's a different kind of commitment.
Yeah, for sure.
A year at a time on a lease.
It was like that for me for a minute. I am glad I am at a point to where if I had to, I could live on my own. Because that is no place you want to be in. That you're.
Well, that's what when I moved out here to Lakewood in 2021.
Yeah.
Was it was like, I'm gonna only live in places I can afford by myself from now on.
Yeah, because you're putting yourself in a precarious situation.
Yeah.
Before you know it, somebody's bombing you and taking your oil, and you can't do nothing about it. Because
dude, they yoinked it like. They grabbed this dude and his wife.
Yeah, dude.
In the middle of the night. Yeah. And I know he's a shitty president. This other guy sucks. The guy they took, the Maduro.
Yeah.
He's like he wasn't supposedly, from what I understand, what I've been reading today. I don't know anything about Venezuela.
What the CIA said.
But this guy was not really elected and shit like that. So but there's never a reason to it's the same reason a cop can't just walk in and shoot somebody in the face even if they are pretty sure they're guilty.
Trump isn't liked, and Trump wasn't really elected. Can you imagine if somebody just came and bombed the fuck out of us and kidnapped him? Oh, thank God. one could dream. And it's a way to cuck at people too. It's like, I'm doing this shit in your face. I dare you to do something. Like if you do something, I'll really bring a war to your ass.
From what I'm seeing, Venezuela might be like, the people there might be going like, okay, cool.
Well, no, it's that part is being fomented by us. A lot of that is us. Now there are people there who are glad he's gone, but the majority of the people, it's like, you're fucking with our sovereignty. And what they're saying now, they're pushing back on their government. Like, what the fuck are you guys going to do? Because this is what the United States does. That's why the immigrants we get here are the shitty. They're the shitty immigrants. No, it's like the Cuban thing. It's like there's so many Cubans who are against JFK and the Bay of Pigs and all that stuff. And it's because a lot of those people were in those families that were at the top of the food chain that was benefiting from this regime. So when Fidel Castro came in and wiped all that shit out, they forever were mad at that and were like, you know, he's a dictator. Now, Fidel Castro ain't the greatest guy. He shouldn't have been in power that long. But the other end of that is that regime that came in was taking over an autocracy that was still, repressing their whole regime. So you have that in Venezuela too. Some of the moneyed people who are like, this
new guy took over from Hugo Chavez, I guess. Yeah. I know that much. Who and I remember him from my childhood not being great. At least that was the impression we were given here.
Again, he wasn't great, but still, he was more for his people. You know what I mean?
But this guy,
he wasn't for these multinational interests.
Allegedly bad news, but it's not. It doesn't matter if he was. It doesn't matter if he's a serial murderer, and if he's like Trump over there. It's not our business to go kidnapping other presidents.
And these value judgments, this is more the shooter was trans type shit. It's like, who gives a fuck? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it doesn't matter what he was like.
This is something to play to emotionally stupid people's
you know what it reminds me
ego and senses to be like, well, yeah, maybe we should be. They did that shit when they came over to Native Americans and they were like, well, a lot of these tribes didn't get along and they were killing each other.
Exactly,
and it's like, well, okay.
Yeah, it's like when North Korea,
black people sold other black people into slavery. It's like, however these people can justify the fuckery that they do.
Yeah,
it's like you're not gonna have some perfect. It's the same as the girl who came over to go on a date, but then you raped her. Well, she came over and she fucking. Well, people will always justify their shittiness, and there will never be this perfect scenario to where there's a perfect victim. Dude. Yeah. Sorry, I was going on.
That's okay, but I don't think we're gonna solve this problem this week, and we got.
Oh, we got to Will Smith. I mean, we're let us know in the comments. What do you guys think?
Yeah, how do we fix this?
Yeah,
we do got to wrap up. The sketch people are coming in soon to
they are.
Do their rehearsal for the week.
Guys, stay safe out there.
John Armstrong Comedy.
John Armstrong Comedy. Keep resisting, and by resisting we mean consume our comedy.
Yeah, that's
come out to see us. We got a lot of
supporting us is an act of defiance against the regime.
Yeah. Rebel capitalism will save us.
Yeah, give us opportunities to get money instead.
Let us get on the top, then we'll be the good bad guys.
We'll go to the Diddy parties and make sure nothing weird is happening.
Hey, does she want that cum on her chest, and do you want to lick it off? Okay? Carry on. You're not going to use this as against people, are you? We can't film this unless you want it to be filmed, and then you're fine.
Hey, you can't use all the KY. All right, that's the show. Thanks.
Stay safe.